Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do your makeup like Marceline the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time. So in case you don't know what she looks like, this is her. She's a vampire. As you could see, her hair is really long and mine isn't really that long. So to help make my hair look like hers, I'm going to use hair extensions. So here's the extensions and voila, this is me with them on. So the first things you'll need are some body paint or face paint. I'm using Snazuru Classic Colors in light gray. You're also going to need to have some lip balm on, some spray bottle with water or fixative, and a foundation brush. You will also need some regular blush brushes and eyeshadow brushes, a black liquid eyeliner, a light colored eyeshadow, a black eyeshadow, a pink blush, and a lip tint. You'll also need vampire fangs. I did a review on these. If you want to check out that video, it's in the sidebar. And also, you want to keep all your hair out of your face because it's going to get real messy. So to begin painting our face and body, we're going to mix the face paint with water because it's water-based, and you basically mix it until it turns into like a foundation consistency. So yeah, you just want to start painting onto your face just like you would foundation, and you just want to apply it with the foundation brush very fast because the face paint tends to dry really quickly, so you don't really have a lot of time to work with it. So as you can see, I am painting my neck and the sides of my face. I'm trying to cover as much area as possible because it dries really quickly, and once it dries you have to keep wetting it with a spray bottle or some kind of fixative. So it's good to get as much done as you can the first time. So as you can see, I am going to spray my face to get the face paint moist again. That way I'm able to blend it out. Using a smaller brush versus like a paintbrush is a lot better because you're able to get into small areas of your face such as your eye area and also the crevices of your nose and mouth. So I am going to start blending the face paint into my lips just to kind of conceal the color a little bit, and I'm going to apply the lip tint to this afterwards, so it doesn't really matter if they look too light. If you didn't cover enough of your skin the first time, it's okay to start building up more and more color. It doesn't really look blotchy as long as it's still somewhat wet when you apply more. So I am doing the other side of my face and also fixing up my nose, which tends to be a problem area when I'm using face paint because it's not a smooth surface, so a lot of the face paint tends to build up in odd areas around my nose. So if you want, you could fast forward to the next part of this tutorial because I pretty much just keep on painting the rest of my arms and face. So when some people like to paint the rest of their bodies, they usually prefer to have their costumes not on. I personally like doing this once everything that I'm going to wear is already on me because I don't want to get everything dirty. So it might seem kind of counterintuitive, but I personally feel more comfortable applying the body paint once my costume is on. Basically, it's easier because that way I just have to paint around the areas that are clothed, and then the rest is just really easy. I don't have to worry about getting it dirty. So here I am with everything already blended out, and my arms are pretty much covered. I leave my hands for very last because I don't want to dirty anything I touch with my hands. So the next step is eyeliner. I'm using a black liquid eyeliner to draw a thin line, kind of like a winged out eyeliner look. The way you do this is really up to you. I personally am going for a more kind of realistic style makeup, so I'm just going to do like a basic smoky eye for the eye makeup. So the way I do my eyeliner is usually I draw an outline first, and then once the outline is the shape that I wanted, I fill it in. So I'm going to extend the eyeliner into my lower lash line, just kind of to give my eyes a darker appearance and also make my eye contact stand out a lot more. So the next step is eyeshadow. I'm going to take a basic black eyeshadow and I'm going to just kind of start putting it over my crease area, and I'm going to try to do a smoky eye, but I'm not going to apply all over my crease, just kind of right over where my crease would be. And you're going to notice that when you try to apply eyeshadow over the face paint, it's not going to blend well, and this is actually very normal. The face paint has a chalky, dry consistency, and it doesn't really allow for the eyeshadow to blend out, so you might want to have a little bit extra time just to blend out everything. with the leftover eyeshadow, I'm also going to try and fill in my eyebrows just so they don't look so gray. In this video, I actually did forget to fill in my other eyebrow, which is a big mistake, but I really didn't notice until after the tutorial was done. So let's just pretend the other one gets filled in too. Now taking a light colored white or vanilla shade eyeshadow, I'm going to just fill in some areas that are still showing my natural skin color, and this will kind of give me a highlight effect to contrast against the gray. And now I'm going to get the same black eyeshadow, but this time with a bigger eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use it as a contour. You want to do this with an extremely light hand, so little by little, if you don't feel comfortable doing it all at once, I would just kind of do this in layers until you get the right effect. The reason why you want a light hand is because it's very hard to blend, like I said, against the face paint, so you don't want to end up with a harsh line. Next, I'm going to have a pink blush, and I'm going to just apply that to the apples of my cheeks just to kind of give it some dimension. And this will kind of give you a pop of color so you don't look like a dead person. So next is lips. For the lips, I'm just going to use this red lip tint by Moly, and I'm just going to apply it to my lips to give it like a bitten effect. And you just want to blend this out with your fingers, and I'm also going to apply a sheer lip balm to my lips. The lip balm will counteract the cracked appearance that face paint tends to get throughout the day as you talk. So last but not least, I'm going to apply the vampire fangs, and I already have these molded to my teeth, so all I really have to do is clip them on. Through the magic of YouTube, I have magically also have my other side of my face makeup done. The last thing you have to do is you have to just paint on the vampire bites that she has on her right or left side, I'm not quite sure. So that's all for this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I had a lot of fun making this tutorial, so I hope you guys have fun on Halloween. Of course, be safe, and if you didn't get to dress up this Halloween, well, there's always next Halloween. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!